Defiance is an upcoming science fiction themed MMO on Windows, PCs, PS3, and Xbox 360 due to release in April. It's set several decades into the future in the San Francisco Bay Area after a cataclysmic event on Earth necessitated terraforming of the planet. New species and flora have flourished, and alien races tried to immigrate, causing war and eventual peace and coexistence. As far as the story goes, you start as an Ark Hunter, someone employed to find crash sites of alien vessels and recover its most valuable and advanced technology. The game starts by introducing the Earth Republic Force, escorting a real gem of a human being named Carl von Bach to the Bay Area.
I don't care what your protocol is. You're here to help me, so that's what I want you to do.
Von Bach, by the way, is someone who I immediately relished watching die horribly in some upcoming event. But lo and behold, no, that's my boss. Great. But at least it was unexpected. As he starts to brief me about what will happen when we touch down, the ship is attacked, and we all jettison in escape pods, and the adventure starts from there. You'll find assistance from Cass Dukar, an Arathiant, one of the alien races, and also another Ark Hunter, as well as from your own personal cyber ghost, or ego, Environmental Guardian Online.
I can sense your nervousness, but don't fret. I'm the Environmental Guardian online device that was injected into your body. You can just call me Ego.
This serves as your tutorial, and it quickly becomes a race to find out who's attacking the remnants of the ship, deliver aid, and yes, still find treasure. One additional note, all text items are voice acted. I do like this a lot. It adds to the story immensely, as well as immersion. On the plus side for the story, it's engaging and draws you in. In the minuses, which I know is technically another point, the voice acting for Ego is absolutely horrific. I really hope it's a placeholder. I think a robot could deliver more passion or empathy. Gameplay. The game is largely a third-person, over-the-shoulder, open-world action shooter that seamlessly shifts to first-person when you aim with a sniper rifle. The targeting reticle applies for all their gun types, zooming perspective in slightly when you aim. I thought it was a great way to cater to both types of gameplay styles, and as you meet your Ego, you get access to varied special powers from invisible camouflage to sprint bull rushing opponents to creating hollow decoys of yourself to distract enemies. Beyond that, you get all the trappings of an MMO with shields, weapons, magic, which would technically be your Ego abilities, perks, and grenades. Yes, it still has fetch quests. Yes, it still has go here and kill the mutants quests. But it is fun. The interesting thing is that developers have opted for a you can't mess with my things approach for multiple people sharing the same area. Yes, anybody they kills does thin out your enemies. However, if there's an actionable item, like to disarm the bombs on the bridge, they don't affect your goals, and you don't affect theirs, unless in a party. After experiencing the Guild Wars 2 instant party system, it does seem like a step backwards. Also, as someone who has figured out how to drive Warthogs in Halo, flying Warhawks, and driven and navigated just about any other type of game vehicle out there, I have to give big kudos to Tryon for the fact that they've developed something that I have no flipping clue how to drive. You get a lot of credit for giving me a vehicle at level 2, but the fact that I can't figure out how to turn the damn thing is pretty frustrating. On the plus side, the gameplay is actiony and never boring. Things are spelled out clearly, and the shooting is tight and fun. On the minus side, no auto party to complete shared objectives in the same local area, and it's hard to drive vehicles. As far as presentation's concerned, the game is solid. It's got solid frame rates, great audio, and because of the flora, great swatches of colors pop everywhere in what would normally be declared a quote-unquote New Earth kind of setting. As I mentioned earlier, the voice acting is great for most of the characters. However, that Ego system character voice is beyond bad. I can't help but think it must be a placeholder for the beta. It feels, however, the game feels like it should. A futuristic, but not outlandishly so, wrapping around humanity and its close neighbors. On the plus side, great audio, mostly great voice work. The graphics are smooth and it never lags. On the minus side, that voice acting for Ego, as I mentioned earlier.
This evac seat is empty. I hope whoever was in there is still alive. Somewhere. My DNA scan says this is not Mr. Von Bach, but VBI employee number 130. That's not good. She was extremely important to this expedition. The mutants are attacking the crash survivors. We can help, but we have to stay focused on finding Mr. Von Bach.
What's our overall summary and verdict? Guilty. That's the verdict. Defiance is a game I am guilty of not knowing much about, other than it was a sci-fi television show that was attempting to drive story between both the MMO and the television show. But more importantly, it's now a game I'm interested in playing. With no monthly fee, there's not a reason why you shouldn't take the plunge and explore this new Earth. As far as a beta goes, I think this shows a great amount of promise from the developers. Final score, 7.5 out of 10 ghost-faced mutants.